Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be working on some nail art and we're going to be recreating my middle finger right here. All right, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the colors that I use for today's video. This is what I use for my base. You guys know this is my absolute favorite color for a base color. Then I use this one, which is called Lilac Madness. So really quick, you guys, I wanted to show you the difference in the packaging. It is called Nail Reserve now. They used to be called Nail Addict, but when you search the color, it's still going to be the same color name, just not the same like packaging name, if that makes sense. So this color right here is called Tanning Season, which is the coral color. And then next up we have Venice Beach, which is a pink shimmery color, and the camera's actually picking up pretty well. Now the white, I'm pretty sure it's just called white now, not White Addict. So if you look for that, that's just white. And then of course we're going to be using their no wipe top coat. So I am going to be pulling out my nail palette because this is going to help me with all the different colors at one time. I am going to be doing it on a swatch today, but I will be walking you guys through everything. So for the nail art brush, I'm going to be using the one from Triple D. She has two of them, and this is the one with the longer brushes. I will also be using the Triple D dotting tools. Now she actually sells them in a set of 3, but I'm only going to use these 2 because I only need these 2 sizes, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're going to be using these 2 different dotting tool sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything ready. I do have some alcohol with me at all times when I'm working with gel, and I do spray it on a napkin. I'm going to go ahead and just clean my brush up really quick, but just before I use it. I always do this as well. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our base. So again, our base is Sea Swingin' Sun. And I'm going to go ahead and just do 1 coat of that today. When I did my nails, I also did 1 coat of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure for a full 60 seconds. Now while that's curing, and I do have my 2 hands, and since I'm working on a swatch, we're going to go ahead and get our colors ready on our palette. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out Tanning Season. And again, you guys, we only need a little bit, so I'm only going to put a dot on my palette. And then I'm going to put some Lilac Madness as well as some Venice Beach. Okay, so now that our swatch is ready, I'm actually not going to go ahead and wipe off that tackiness from it. We're going to go ahead and go straight into our nail art. So I actually want to make sure that my brush is mostly coated, probably all the way up to their halfway point. This is going to help you when you lay down your brush and kind of do this like swervy swirl motion. That brush actually helps you kind of like color that better, and it actually works a little bit faster. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. What I'm doing also here right now is also thickening the line. If you have shorter nails, then it would be like better if you do the lines a little bit skinnier. But if you have like longer nails, or maybe even the size of the swatch, making the lines a little bit thicker makes the design look better. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just actually thickening that purple lilac color. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cure. So I actually thought that the bottom of the line looked a little bit wonky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cleanup brush. And this is the one that I like to use when I do my nail art. I do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and wet my napkin and kind of help that brush like clean it up a little bit before I actually use it in that alcohol. And then I'm going to go ahead and take it and kind of basically try to erase some of that line. Like I said, it looked kind of weird towards the end tip of the swirly line. So I'm just redoing it. You guys, honestly, working with gels when you're doing nail art is the absolute best, because if you somehow mess it up, you can just go ahead and either clean it up or just kind of take an alcohol wipe and just clean it all the way off and kind of start over. So that's why I love to work with gels when I'm doing some nail art. But once you cure it, it's on there, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so while that's doing a really quick cure, I'm actually going to go ahead and clean that color off my palette just so I don't mistakenly use it. I have done this before, so that's why I like to clean up the color before I move on to my next one. But I'm also going to go ahead and clean up my brush just to get it ready for the next color. So the next color that I'm going to use is Tanning Season, which again is that corally color. And I'm going to go ahead and take my brush and make sure that it's coated, again, all the way up to like the halfway point. Now for this part, you guys, you can choose either side to do it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put it on the right side. Honestly, it doesn't really matter which side you choose to put it on. Just know that you're gonna try and follow that edge of that first swirling line. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to follow it without overlapping it. So again, it doesn't really matter if you do it on the right or left. Also, it doesn't really matter what colors you choose. I like this design because you can actually kind of make it to like the season. So like when fall comes up, like browns and tans and even like bronzy colors, they will look really, really nice in this one. Or like when Halloween comes up, you could do Halloween colors. It's just literally endless possibilities with this design. So that's why I love it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a quick 30-second cure for that one. So again, we're gonna go ahead and clean our palette as well as our brush because I don't want to mistakenly use it. Now, you notice that I don't have the white down yet. And that's because I'm gonna go ahead and do the white after I make sure that my swirl lines are looking good. You could put the white down and just, you know, wait for it until you have to use it. You don't have to do it like I did, like the steps. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that because we will be doing the white after this Venice Beach pinky shimmery color. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch, and then I'll be right back right after we cure. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and clean everything up and get ready for our white color. So again, we're gonna be using the 2 dotting tools. I wanted to show you guys again the different sizes of the dotting tools because I'm gonna actually be starting with the heart first, but let me go ahead and just show you guys that really quick. So again, Triple D has a set of 3, and the different sizes, as you can tell, are on both sides. Now I'm actually going to be going ahead and use the bigger one, which is the one on the top, and because I'm going to go ahead and start with the heart first. So let me grab my swatch. What we're going to do is go ahead and dip it into that white, and then we're going to do 1 circle as symmetrical as you can, and then we're going to do a circle right next to it, but without touching it. Now, having to do the circle symmetrical can be a little bit tricky, but just make sure that you apply the same amount of pressure as well as the same amount of product on your dotting tool when you're doing your dots, if you're trying to make them the same. So we're going to go ahead and grab that same art brush, and we're going to put only just a teensy tiny bit of white on the brush so we can go ahead and maneuver the gel from the heart. So what I did is I actually took it from like the center of the circles and kind of dragged it down to a point where the heart point at the bottom would be. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm just trying to make the heart basically look as symmetrical as possible. I had a separate video showing how I did the hearts before, so I'll go ahead and link that as well for you guys, just for you to see. But you guys, if the hearts are not looking like you absolutely love them, it's gel and art, just go ahead and wipe it off and start over again. It is all okay if you have to start over. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a flash cure, which is about 10 to 15 seconds. And then I'm actually going to go back into my dotting tool again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the smaller of the bigger ones and just make 1 or 2 dots. So this is going to actually create that starburst thing. So what I'm going to do now is take that nail art brush, and again, only do a teeny tiny bit on the brush. And then I'm going to go from the center of the circle and kind of just pull out. So I'm going to pull out from the center to the right, from the center up, from the center down, and then from the center to the left. And that's going to make this like starburst looking thing. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and flash cure that to make sure that is in place. Now we're gonna go ahead and take the smallest of the dotting tool, and now we're just gonna go ahead and make just random clusters of dots. Now what I like about this is you only have to dip it in once, and the more you use it, the smaller the dots are gonna become. So just keep that in mind, because it actually looks better when the dots are like different sizes. So again, we're just gonna dip it one time and then do like multiple dots, and that again will create that cute little cluster. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds. And you guys, I did the curing, like the curing seconds the same way that I did it on my nails. So that's how I'm gonna show it to you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and clean up everything that I used. And then we're gonna go ahead and get ready for our gel top coat. Again, this is a no wipe gel top coat. So I'm only gonna do 1 layer of this and then do a full 60-second cure. But before I let you guys go and before I show you the end product, I wanna let you know that I do have a code, it's Shay. And this will get you 50% off any order when you order 2 bottles or more. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you want to go ahead and check them out, I'm going to put their information down below. So here is our end result, you guys. I absolutely love it. It's super easy, and these colors just make it look so girly. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how it looks like on my nails with the color combo. And if you guys do this design, don't forget to tag me, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.